hate puppies.
It's good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Haley, was that you doing
What?
the howling?
Yeah.
I honestly could not identify where it was coming from, and I'm looking down at the dog like, he's never done that before.
The dog was scared.
Before we go too far, do y'all believe the Sasquatch video?
Which one?
There's
Patterson Gimlet?
Canadian hunters that
What?
recorded some video while they were out in the woods hunting, and off in the distance is like this just wretched howl, and they're claiming that it's Sasquatch.
Why would I
or
believe
Yeti
the
or
noise?
whatever else. I don't know. That's what everyone
Yeah, I
believes.
mean, I don't
Everyone's
even know
into
what
it.
Sasquatch sounds like. I don't even know that I know what he looks like, but I've got a general idea made up of a bunch of fakes from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I don't even know.
I do think the main famous one's real, though.
oh yeah, the one with the dude walking around down by the creek?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, well,
Patterson
that's-
Gimlet one.
That's because that's the one.
Yeah.
This can't be the right thing.
No,
This says
it's
February.
It's like Canadian hunters somewhere recently.
This is Utah.
Well, the fact
Oh, well.
that I haven't heard about it,
yeah.
I'm going to say no. It's not the lead on the news.
It's the lead on the Inside the Pallet House this week.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. You've got.
Speaking
Damn
of
it.
Sasquatch.
I should just name that dog Stu if it's just going to keep knocking stuff over.
I'm not breaking anything today.
Nope. Today is your day, bro. Today
feeling
is,
good.
Today is good, and I'm psyched about
All
it.
right, we're leaving this one.
Yeah. So no, but we got Stu here. We got Ely in the house tonight, man. I
Yo.
feel like it's been a little while, man. And we
I
Bonus.
got
don't know.
and the Abacus is here.
What's going on, guys?
That kind of came out of left field.
He's got his shoes off, ready to add some shit up.
I need all 20.
And it's happening. So what's up with this Sasquatch? You got any more details on it?
That's
I mean,
it. That's all I got.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard it on the radio. That's all I heard.
Yeah,
the
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan Sasquatch.
That's where it was. Sasquatch confirmed, apparently. So you guys can go ahead and lock
Yeah.
that up.
Make sure you lock your doors at night.
Mystery over. Solved.
Confirmed and done.
That's right.
Put me on the History Channel.
Hey, what's next? What else do you want us to solve?
Yeah, that was quick. I mean,
Aliens?
we're 2 minutes in, and boom, Sasquatch is real. What's the deal with Nessie? We got any
That's all
info
fake.
there?
I don't know.
Wendigo? That's the other word for a Sasquatch?
Mandingo?
Not quite.
That's not what they call it.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
That's what I call mine.
Interesting.
I thought
But the howl legit just sounds like a wolf in the background.
It does?
Yeah.
Then why would we think it's a
I
Sasquatch?
don't know. People are crazy, man.
I just don't understand how anybody goes, oh, that's the sound of an animal that no one's ever heard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like how? I mean, dude, have you ever heard a fox?
Dude, those things are insane.
Yeah, I'm saying there's a sound that'll throw you for a loop.
Yeah.
It might be a fox for all I know.
It could be anything. It's not
What
live.
does the fox say?
We're going down the wrong path with these noises. I want video evidence, not audio evidence.
Yeah, I feel like if somebody had $150, all right, if we're spending money to figure out the fucking dog algorithm, we could get some flippers and a goddamn snorkel and figure out Nessie, right?
Oh, Nessie's
Probably.
Gotta be.
100%, because that is there's nowhere for that to go. It doesn't lead to
Right.
anything.
Exactly.
Nessie's gone. They've already been in there. They found it.
But there's some chucklehead right now that's like, we don't know. There's just some amazing cave or camouflage where we haven't found him yet.
yeah, you're
Gotta
an
be,
idiot.
right? Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, we know Cousteau has just fucking gone through this thing. Are we making that up?
Everybody's gone in there with their sonar and everything else. But
Is that why there's no Discovery Channel shows on Nessie anymore?
There is.
Of course there is.
and the water's so murky, though.
And there's
that
some
the
shitbird
sonar
sitting on the
doesn't
edge
work.
of his seat, staring at that show every night, waiting for them to find Nessie.
Like it's fucking live.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like they're
Yeah.
going to, I did
Yeah,
it! Aha, I
exactly.
saw it!
It's going to be revealed tonight.
like you wouldn't know about that.
Right.
A real special episode
Yeah.
of Nessie.
Hold on, huh? They're going in the water.
Yeah.
Different part
Not
of
now,
water.
woman.
That's right.
I don't want to miss
This
this.
could be the one. Did you see last week?
My father died looking for Nessie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get my revenge.
Well, so I recently got back on cable. I'm not doing the digital rabbit ears anymore. So one channel I missed the most was the Smithsonian Channel. And on the Smithsonian Channel, when they show those shows about, I was watching one about Amelia Earhart, and it go down the line, like it was almost 2 hours of a show, and at the end was all really good information, but at the end, nothing happened. They're like, well, we still haven't found anything.
Yeah.
But it was all
Thanks
the
for tuning in.
It was all the background information. But the shows that are like, the Sasquatch or anything that's not on, I would say, Smithsonian or National Geographic, they lead you down these paths that, oh, yeah, we've got, big boy from wherever telling us he saw something.
Was
supposed to be real.
The digital rabbit ears breaking the bank, or
Listen, priorities. That's all I really. I wasn't watching TV.
$0 priorities?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was free. I mean, if it's. Yeah, I mean, I think I was. I just needed the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
That
I
I
gotcha.
can get. That I can get. I don't need cable,
No.
but I desperately need internet.
And
I can't get by without
Well, how do you
internet.
feel about all the streaming platforms separating out now? Where
We
there's-
got a bundle.
You're gonna end up, you're gonna end up,
you do.
you're
You
gonna
got to
end up
get the
paying
bundle.
just as much for cable as you did for cable for all these different networks you want. Between
Yeah, now that
Disney
you've
and
got-
everything else.
That's what we've said all this whole time.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, I'm going to do this to save money." I'm like, "They're going to find a way for that shit to be $150 a month, no matter what the fuck you do. It's all going to end
It
up being the
absolutely
same.
will eventually.
Whether it's the internet's just going to slowly jack up pricing because they've realized that nobody wants their fucking cable anymore, so the internet's going to go up, and then add the apps on, and you're right back to where you started.
yeah.
But now you have more choice. That is the one benefit is you can be like, all right, I don't want HBO. Wait, shit, you do have cable.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, the stuff's insane.
I mean, years ago, what was it? Like maybe 5-6 years ago, the big talk was a la carte cable. Like the cable companies were just going to let you purchase the channels you wanted,
But
and then
it's
the
a better
internet
deal if
really
you
blows
bundle.
up, and you got to.
You get a better deal if you just take their bundle. You get more. Like, I don't need Comedy Central
Shouldn't
3.
they do that?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Like, are they missing the train by not doing that right now? Like
Doing the-
Dish
doing
or
the bundle?
DirecTV? Yeah,
Oh.
just letting me say, I want these 7 channels
Right.
and charging me $30.
So
or whatever.
you know who's in the position to do it right if they just would pull their head out of their ass is AT&T, because currently AT&T owns DirecTV.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Currently,
Sasquatch.
AT&T owns DirecTV, so they can get internet to anyone in a rural area. They own mobile networks, so they can stream right to a mobile phone. And with 5G coming, they'll have the ability to do that. And they have traditional cable services in half the damn country, so they
Yeah.
have a pipe to
Right.
feed you internet. AT&T needs to step back from all that crap and just become internet, period. And then start offering all the bundles. Be like, if you buy the internet through us, we'll give you $5 off Netflix. We'll give you $5 off Hulu. They
Right.
start doing that.
Yeah.
Then there it is. There's your company that finally figured it out, how they could be cheaper to bundle the stuff, but you have to pay for their internet. Boom. Why would
That's
you
a good
not
point.
do
The
it?
FiOS and the Comcast people, I feel like they're not thinking outside of the box right
They're
now.
all looking at their
Yeah.
one pipe going,
Yeah.
this is how we do it, but we're also
Yeah,
going
how
to
do we
sell
maintain
cable.
our
Don't
3
sell
bundles?
cable. Get rid of your bundles. No one wants your stupid bundle.
So, question for you:
Just be the internet.
do you know anybody that uses Comcast for cell phone service?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Okay, so I went and picked up my boxes for my cable the other day, and I'm in there, and they got cell phones. They got the new Google 4, they got the new Droid, they got the new iPhone.
Comcast.
The Xfinity store right there.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm getting my boxes, and I'm like, okay, my cable bill is going to be $119 for 2 boxes, 250 channels, whatever. I'm looking at this phone, and it says $599 for the new Android per month on the lease on a brand new phone. So I asked the guy, I said, what's the service charge for the line? He's like, there is no service charge. He's like, I was like, what do you mean? He said, well, you just either you can bring your own phone and we'll fire it up, or you can buy a new phone, lease it month to month like everybody else does, but we're only going to charge you $45 for cell service. I was like, so there's no charge per line. He's like, no.
Well, they're
there's not.
charging you for cell service.
He said the reason you get the cheap end is because you're already getting internet through us.
I wonder whose backbone is it on?
Verizon.
Oh.
So Verizon is the cell phone carrier, but I was like, yeah. If he said you got 2 phones, it'll be $45 per line.
You just got to
That's
bundle it.
That's $90.
It's $90, but it's still saving me more than $100
My goal is to
or
say bundle
150,
25
like
times.
$75. I mean, it was saving
At least
like it was a
7 so
huge
far.
savings.
It doesn't sound like it. $45 per phone?
Is
Yeah,
that with the
that's
bundle?
Oh.
If you already have Comcast cable, it was $45 a month
Huh.
per line or per phone. There's no like line charges, no cell. I mean, that was like he started going through the whole 9 yards. I was like, man, maybe I have to consider because I thought it would have been some small carrier. He's like, nope, Verizon's carrying it.
So they're gonna include the cable service. It's like a bundle.
Nope, not a bundle. It's a separate bill.
Sounds a lot like a bundle.
They try to get you on the
The
bundle.
bundle is the pyramid scheme of like every service provider
Yeah.
that's out there.
No, it sounded like a good deal, but maybe it's too good to be true.
So you just got to get your neighbors to bundle in with you. It trickles down, and then you get $1 off of their bill.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Pyramid.
Now we're into it.
I could go for a pyramid scheme.
I'm
Interesting.
in.
I'm down.
Can I start at the top?
I currently
how you
have
build
I
pyramid.
currently
We'll
have
build
my
the
number
pyramid.
2 and
Yeah.
fucking ready to go. All you gotta do is buy in. Stu bundle anything. So
Yeah.
if you get him,
Right. We will.
I'm a sucker
got
for
this
a good
program.
bundle.
we're gonna be so rich. Oh, Stu, you don't have Comcast phone, dude?
Do you have a
Love this.
landline? Can I get a landline? Can I bundle that in too?
Yo, rabbit ears, don't start making fun of landlines.
Yeah.
Something tells me you got a little bit of both floating around in your
Oh.
house. Rabbit ears, phone ringing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a rotary too.
The girls have been downgraded to the rabbit ears since we got cable. Their room has the rabbit ears now. But they don't use, my girls don't even want to do anything with cable. They have the Chromecast, and everything they do is
Yeah,
app
I
and
don't
internet.
think any kids want anything to do with. I mean, I don't want anything to do with cable aside from sports.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that keeps me. I mean, I have DirecTV and all these TVs in here strictly because I want football. The second they lose football, I'm gone.
Well, that's where they get you is the sports. Because to get, it was $49 for basic cable. Then it was like $69 if you wanted decent channels. And then for me, I wanted the SEC network. Well,
Yeah.
then that steps, you got to buy the $250 package and you're already at $99. And that's where they get you. So it's like,
Yeah.
just give me the SEC. And then
Not
I made the
gonna do
mistake of going with Comcast. Because now that whole Disney Plus app, you get it free if you have Verizon.
Oh, really?
You guys have your Disney Plus app? Who's got
Oh,
it?
I do. I got it the
I
day
do,
it came
yeah.
out.
You love it?
Yeah.
You watching Mandalorian?
I haven't watched Mandalorian
It's
yet.
actually not bad.
I've heard it's really good.
So
People
what's
say they
the-
love it?
What makes the Disney Plus app so great? I mean, I got my Netflix. I'm happy,
It's got everything Disney's ever done or purchased on it.
which is far bigger than I think I anticipate.
All Marvel, all
Here you go.
all
It's got all
Disney.
the Simpsons too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got all the Simpsons but one episode.
the next one.
The the Michael Jackson episode.
Oh yeah.
They
I don't
literally did not put that one up there. I don't get that because Michael Jackson loved kids as much as Disney.
Yeah, for sure.
It's weird.
Maybe even more.
Why is
There's rumors he might have.
All the Pixar movies are there. All of the Disney. So, I mean, the
Oh,
first
am I
Disney
wrong?
movies that you remember as a kid are all there. I mean, everything's there.
I question how many things I recognize are even Disney. Like I was,
Everything from the whole, all of the National Geographic Channel on your cable. All those shows are there.
so that's all. But that's just because it all falls under the giant umbrella
Yeah.
of Disney.
And if you notice too, Netflix has stepped up their movie selection since Disney pulled their movies.
I think
they had
everybody's
to.
having
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
which is great. I mean, that's the early
So see,
parts
there it is
of
at the
this
top.
is
You got
good.
Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic. But within that is a ton of shit.
and that's enough to keep me psyched.
Yeah.
well, it depends on what you're into.
I mean, I seem to be into all that shit.
Yeah.
Like everything I'm seeing there. Ooh, Little Mermaid.
Yeah, man.
Things are looking
All
up.
the Avengers. We watched Remember the
Just
Titans.
watch Remember the Titans over and over
Yeah.
again.
Exactly. I watched. That was the first movie we watched on Disney Plus. Was Remember the
Good
Titans.
choice.
Yeah, and Vince, I mean, it's just what people don't realize is how much Disney owns now.
Yeah,
And CBS. Like, they own CBS, don't they?
I believe so.
They own some serious turds. I know. I'm looking up here at Hannah Montana. Like, good
Oh
God.
yeah, there's lots of them. Old Yeller.
Oh,
Tron.
wait, that movie ends poorly, huh? I don't
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it, you know you might want to turn off.
So if you
They
go to
shoot
Star
the
if you go to
dog.
the Star Wars, it has them all in order by when they were made, but then underneath them it has the timelines. So that's the order as you see them as when they were made, but then the episode 1 and then 2 has the actual timeline underneath of it.
I kind of
Right.
dig that.
Yeah, which has always been super confusing explaining to the kid.
And on
Oh, I know. Why
is it?
does this one
No, no.
suck all
4,
of a
5,
sudden?
6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Done.
Yeah,
they got
It's
the-
new math, dummy.
right.
Yeah, they've got the making of it, all the background stuff, the Lego movies. And what is it? Regal Cinemas? December
How much does it cost for this a month?
$6, $7, $7.
seven.
Because I literally just purchased all of the Star Wars movies. I can assure you it cost me more than $7.
Yeah,
I'm feeling a bit like a bitch right now
you should.
because I wanted the girls to see it, but I was like, "Pff, I'm not going to rent them. I may as well own them. So I purchased like a big old digital set. Like I didn't get DVDs or nothing, but it cost me like $90 or some crazy shit. Good move.
So where do you start this with your kids?
As far as Star Wars,
Yeah.
I started with Anakin as a little kid.
You started
the
with
Jar
That's
Jar.
where you're supposed to start. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started it. And they
Which feels weird to us, but you got to do it.
you should have seen the
Yeah.
disappointment on their face
When they got to
The
when
middle.
you got to Star Wars.
yeah.
Holy
Like, cool,
crap.
Vader's going to be amazing. And you're like, what happened to him?
Yeah, it's like it is such a because they slowly get graphically better. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, and then it's boom, it drops, and I'm like, you can just imagine what that trash monster looks like, right? Like, and it's
Well,
just
there was-
like the water's just moving, and
Right,
the trash.
yeah.
I'm like, listen to how intense his screams are, and he's screaming into that little tiny
Right.
thing in his hand.
Yeah.
Well, that's the difference between.
Didn't work.
Yoda looks like a Muppet and shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
quite literally. He'd
Yeah,
just
right.
been doing flips the
Yeah.
episode before.
Right. He
Well,
was.
Now he can't do
Exactly,
flips.
yeah.
Like he can't do shit. He's
Yeah.
hobbling
He's got
around
palsy.
a fucking yeah. Like Yoda palsy. Should just be his name at that point.
Yeah.
Before that, he's like Yoda Lou Retton.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But I mean, that's the difference between live action and CGI.
Live action.
When you're making a movie,
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah.
We'll do it live. Yeah, it was a big letdown for him. I was like, so which one was your favorite? And
well, there's a
not that
Not
one.
4, 5, 6.
there
You
was
know
a-
what gets
Yeah.
back? Return of the Jedi is just good enough
Yeah.
that it can fit in with all of them and doesn't
Yeah.
feel like a letdown. So they actually liked Return of the Jedi. And at the time, they thought that was the end of it, so they really threw a hell of a party at the end of that one.
Right.
So it was a good time. Ewoks running around, all kinds of shit. Like, everyone had a great time.
Space dust falling down.
well, there was
It was dope.
There was an article out just yesterday about George Lucas was upset with Disney because they took some of the original movies and redid some of the scenes with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like the one scene where
Who's
Han
the bigger
Solo's.
dick, George Lucas or Disney? You know,
Well,
what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
two
they-
cunts
they took-
fighting it out.
They took the scene where Han Solo's in the bar and he shoots the guy with the blaster underneath the table, but in the
They
new,
removed that?
No, in the new version they added like a back so you can actually see the blaster fire, like you can see the whole.
So it's more violent when Disney got a hold of it?
Well, you can just see like you could see the actual shot. You don't see because in the original one you just hear it and you assume he got shot under the table because he pulls his blaster up. Then they add in the new one. They add in the actual effect of the green bullet, laser, whatever you want to call it, coming out and hitting the
Called
guy.
a blaster.
That's the gun. I don't know what the bullet is.
It's called a blast.
Yeah. Yeah. Phasers to stun. Oh, wait. Wrong universe.
But no, it's definitely for anybody out there who's listening and you don't have the Disney app yet, which is probably a small percentage of people on the planet now that they like 10 million downloads in the first 24 hours.
I don't have it. Advocates, you have it?
it's-
So
no.
I would say 50% of the population doesn't have it based on just quick math.
I don't know. It's really
let me run
it's
that
not
back.
bad. It's kind of worth it.
Did you
Yeah,
get a
it's
bundle with
50%.
that, or is it just
I
just
did
test it.
actually. I did bundle it because it came with ESPN
Nice.
Plus.
And Hulu?
Yeah, Hulu's on there too. Those three. It was a
Triple bundle.
that is a bundle?
I just canceled my
Did the
Hulu
phone
shit.
come in too on that?
No, it's separate bundle.
Oh,
Stu's
double
got
bundles.
two different
Double-
bundles.
yeah.
He can't figure out how to integrate them.
so I've got Vudu and Netflix on one bundle, and then the other three for the damn. I'm done. Can't keep
You
track
should
of
call DirecTV back up. Just get the cable and be done with it. Straight there.
it. But yeah, the one thing that the internet stuff gets you away from is commercials. I mean, now
For
that-
now,
well,
trust
no,
me,
but I mean,
we're gonna sell it soon. Excited about
that's
it.
true.
It's all coming.
Okay.
I wonder if the one that stays away from it, I wonder if they'll kill it.
It's gonna be hard to stay away from it.
Why? I mean, I know why. That's a stupid question, but
I mean, remember cable when it first came out was supposed to be, pay TV where you won't have ads. And it was like, yeah, we'll do a couple ads. Sirius XM came out. They're like, we won't do ads. And like, well, a couple of these channels.
this
will
is
run
expensive.
ads. Yeah.
We need ads.
Like everything
No,
will
it's
get
expensive.
to that point.
Satellites. We need
Yeah,
to find a way to
that's
pay for
right.
that.
Yeah, right. We got to shoot them into fucking space.
Yeah. It's not so much
a
as
genius
the
that left that
I
out on
thought
the couch.
slingshots would do it, but I was wrong.
We're going to need to sell some ads, people.
Yeah, a trebuchet. I bought a bunch of trebuchets They don't fucking do it.
We did it in physics in high school, man. We can figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Trebuchet.
Right.
Haven't heard that since I showed
Yeah.
pumpkin chunking.
Liquid oxygen is super expensive.
Yeah. We're going to need to sell some ads, people. Buy
Right.
Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
I don't mind the shows when the ad is the same. Like they only give you 4 commercials. They're 1 minute long, and it's the same ad.
Yeah.
Like I've downloaded movies where it's the same Lexus ad for 30 seconds 4 times, and I'm like, okay, at least I'm okay with that. But
Yeah.
dealing with I guess I got.
See, the thing is, you need to stay in a spot where the ad doesn't own you, where the ad companies don't own you. If the ad companies don't, like Rogan's a prime example. Rogan could tomorrow tell them to all fuck themselves, and they would have nothing to say about it. You know what I mean? Whereas he's the one that owns it. He owns the listeners, and he does what the fuck he wants. Whereas
And he sells a lot of his own products.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
true, yeah.
But in other words,
I hope one day he's totally offended with himself for
he
saying
doesn't need
cunt.
the ads.
He, like takes his own ads
You
off.
want the company to not need the ads, is what
Right.
I'm saying.
So do you
Yes.
think he used them at first? Like, do you think he's used them enough up front to where now, if he just cut out, people are still going to tune in?
I think that he knows that people can skip over it, and so it doesn't fucking matter.
And he's absolutely right. What's the first thing you do when you turn on Rogan? You go
Skip
to 8
over
minutes.
all the shit.
Because 8 minutes should be right about the time he's like,
Yeah.
all day, all night. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yay, I
Yeah.
did it.
Right.
I win again.
That's right.
And it's like a little game you play. And if you
It
get
is.
to the tail end of the ad,
Sometimes
you go,
it's 5
well
minutes.
done. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you've
Yeah.
gone past it, you're like, damn it. You go
Right.
back, catch a little bit of the ad.
Exactly.
Suck. But we all do it.
Yeah.
That's why we put our ads right in the middle. ITPH and the coupon code for Nectar Sunglasses. Nailed it.
Never know when it's going to hit.
We got you. See, that's the guerrilla warfare ads. That's
Did
the
you already talk
future.
about Snowden on there?
No, on Rogan?
Yeah.
I don't think we talked
No,
about
we
it
didn't.
here. We
Did
talked
anybody
about
listen to it?
it in here.
Yeah.
Other than me?
Snowden's kind of a... He never
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Never.
Joe, I didn't
got-
even hear Joe Rogan speak until one point where he goes, well, I guess I've been talking a lot. And Joe's like, no, it's fine.
Tear it up, man.
And then he's like, went right back to talking. I was like,
he came
boy.
off as pompous as fuck to me.
He definitely did.
Oh,
But I think it's
super
if you-
smart, but he
Yeah.
was just like
You said he was promoting.
he was promoting hard.
You spend a lot of time in a embassy by yourself, though. I bet you start to learn how to get really good at talking to yourself.
Yeah.
What was every time I hear about him being stuck in the embassy, I come back to that damn Tom Hanks movie where he was stuck in the airport forever.
Right.
That's what I imagine being in an embassy, but with your son. That's got to be
What's up?
just tailed off there.
Nailed
Sorry.
it, Stu.
Killing it. Bundle that shit up.
Wrap it up. Throw
Dude,
it out
I
the
buy
window.
that for $1.
How's your mustache treating you over there, Abacus? Because yours is it's coming in strong.
Yeah.
Can't even
it's-
tickle the
it's-
mic.
I'm trying really
Yeah.
fucking hard here.
Well, I don't know if
Yeah,
I.
it was-
Oh yeah, mine's
There you go.
mine's
Me
a
too.
little
I
more
can.
coarse.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
some more stuff up
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a good
yeah.
coarse mustache.
Yeah.
It's going well, man.
Mine is mine's hit awkward.
Well,
I've just gotten to the point now where like I'm having conversations with people, and then it has to occur to me. Ah, son of a
yeah.
bitch.
I look like a
Uh,
pedophile.
Like
don't
I look like a
Like,
weirdo right
Do you
now.
throw the caveat when you're meeting people for work all the time?
So I forget is the problem because you get so comfortable in your own skin that you forget to say something,
Yeah.
and then
every
it's like,
morning's a surprise still to me. You look in the mirror, you're like, oh damn, I forgot about that shit.
it is always
Yeah.
a little odd. But like I have the next 2 days I'm on the road and it's like all work related stuff. So I'm definitely going to have to remember to mention that I have a mustache. But I'll also be in Asheville, North Carolina where like,
You'll fit
That
right
shit's
in.
cool.
For that
It's-
shit.
yeah, I'm probably not going to be all that odd,
Yeah.
And it's looking like I may get away with any more major trips before this thing gets shaved off. I say that now. Probably get a couple more
Yeah.
on the horizon, but I'm having instances where I'm like hanging out with people or I'm talking to them, and then like either they start to be like, all right, well thanks a lot, and I'm like, people used to be nicer, and I'm like, oh, I used to be less creepy. That's probably what it was. So I'm in that difficult stage of this process right now. The good news is I'm raising money for kids.
Hell yeah.
I'm doing
How much you up to now?
240. Been stalled out at 240 for 4 days.
Not great.
5 days. 6. We'll call it a week. We'll call it a week. But the money is going to the kids. For those that don't know, if this is the first time you have tuned in,
And you pick
What
this
is your
one?
problem?
it is a little odd, but we're all doing.
You don't bundle this podcast with your other ones?
which is weird. But we're doing M4K, which is Mustaches for Kids. It's an organization where we've joined and we grow mustaches from this year, November 6th to December 6th. And during that entire time, we are asking for donations. And all of the money goes direct to some fantastic children's charities here in and around the Richmond area, like SCAN, which is Stop Child Abuse Now, like the Children's Hospital here in town. Feed More, Ask. There's a lot of these fantastic organizations that we're raising money for, and this is one of the few charities that I've ever come across where 100% of your in-kind donation literally goes to those charities. So it's not something you see very often in this day and age, and it's something that we're proud to be part of. But you can definitely help us out by heading over to InsideThePalletHouse.com, and there's a big banner right there that if you click on it, it'll take you directly to our team. And you can see everybody that's on the team, and you can donate to any of us or just me. It depends however you want to work it.
However you want to bundle that in.
Yeah, however you want to. You could do a bundle and donate to all of us. We certainly appreciate that. So we've got some dudes on our teams that are killing it this year.
We're looking at it right now, and your team is far and away ahead of mine, and I am not thrilled about it, honestly.
Well, I mean,
we're about double your team. Now, if anyone does want to help out the advocates, you head over to the Balzer team.
Hell yeah.
Donate some money there. They would certainly appreciate it. You notice there's a certain amount of camaraderie here. Like, I really don't care. Just donate the money. Like, it all goes to a good place. And ultimately, the goal this year, we literally raised over $300,000 last year. And this year, we're going for $350,000.
Which is insane.
That's a ridiculous number. But
we literally can't do it without you people too. Like,
we have a fighting chance at this, but it is going to take, people donating.
I mean, I'm trying to remember what the numbers looked like last year, but just looking at these huge donations for all the teams and where people are at so far, I mean, we're going to clear 300,000 probably quickly.
I would not say that. I'd say we're pacing way behind.
We need everyone's help.
And
don't give up now.
It usually comes in.
Yeah, they have
still. Dude, we're already done. Shave it.
Because
we did it.
I mean, people are.
We saved the
cured
kids.
them all.
Yeah. Oh,
all
done.
the kids are clear.
Yeah.
We're
saying.
Put your
moving
wallet
out
back
of
in your
Richmond.
pants.
We're going down to Virginia
I know you were
Beach.
so close.
We're
Yeah.
going to D.C.
Right.
Ah!
Nice.
Oh, campaign!
Howie.
The campaign trail is in full effect.
Damn it, Stu. No, we need all the money, people.
I'm saying more people are hearing about it. It's just.
It has definitely grown in the 3 years I've done it to see it explode the way it has, and the amount of people, people from all walks of life. We have one of my coworkers just had somebody walk up to him the other day and just gave him $20 to like drop into a pot.
That's
for it.
cool.
And,
Dude,
like,
that's the worst one. People roll up to me all the time. They hand me cash, and I'm like, well, now I'm out $1.50 because I have to pay
gotta do the
the
credit
service fee when I go into the website. I'm like, you just go in there and donate your $20. But when I go there, I know there's zero chance that I don't cover the service fee.
course. You can't-
So I'm
you
out
can't be that- You
$1.50
can't be that guy.
every time. And everybody just keeps handing me cash. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, thank you guys so much for your help. I do appreciate you. I'm not, not thumbing my nose at it, but you're costing me money.
neither here nor there, but
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, the money will be coming out anyway because I tend to start getting like wanting to donate to
that
people.
last week,
and-
I'm just spending everything.
Yeah.
On it. And we have it always happens in our office too, where I'll throw $10 at somebody and they'll hit me with 15 back, and I'm like, well, fuck you. I gotta
I'll show
I gotta
you.
up that up.
Yeah. Well, minimum donation unfortunately is 10. So you can't even hit them with the 5. You have to now step it up another 10, like in your face. You got to take them to the hole there. You can't let these guys pull that stuff on you.
Fuck no.
My kids hate the damn mustache. I'm holding off as long as I can.
Oh, so you're
about
just
to
going to
say
be
it.
honest about what you
I
got
wish
going
you
on
had
over here?
one right now.
Yeah,
I have a full-grown mustache with a lot of other hair.
Yeah, you are a slag. I tell you who I don't
Yeah,
want
you
people
are.
donating to.
His is the worst.
His is the worst.
Look at you. You're not even committed to the cause.
You do. You look like a schmuck.
Right. What, are you just going to
Like,
shave it
take
and leave
off
your
the
mustache?
M4K shirt you have on now.
I'm gonna-
please. I'm offended that you have it on.
Right.
Look at us. We
Actually,
look
he was
like-
waiting for you to say that. Please leave your clothes on.
Yeah, Stu's now naked with a beard.
Yeah.
If you could see me now. Actually, in Stu's defense, Stu's been leveraging the greatest weapon that we have right now in the fight to meet people and encourage donations, and that's the mobile phone. and you've done some amazing things with it. He has been using his phone and
cellular device.
You can text people. You can send them messages. You can send them what you're doing. They'll donate.
You can.
It's a good thing.
Stu chases those Stubby snacks. We all know that's he loves that, and Stu has tapped into an amazing source to source donations.
I mean, if you're just meeting people randomly at places, why not ask them for money?
It's
great.
Are you doing that?
Dude, Tinder for Tots.
Tinder Tots.
Tinder
Tots.
Tinder Tots. Yeah,
It's like nothing I've ever seen. The dude is brilliant. He'll be like, yeah, I like you. Go on a date. Ask him for donations.
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, even if,
it's wild.
even if the date is not even worth it,
You're a good
it's
guy.
a good cause, and
Yeah, you're taking one for the team. Man.
You watch your words on here way more than I would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're watching him watch his words?
Yeah.
Like you're like, someone's going to hear me and think I'm a bad person.
because there may be a female listener out there who just wants to take me out.
No, there's not.
Okay,
a
then
good
let's
pitch.
not watch our words.
Really good pitch on that.
The female listeners that are out there would actually prefer to know the person they're getting involved with. I think would be a fair assumption.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There would be nothing worse than going out and then finding out you're handsome, but you've made a good job
Yeah,
of
like if
proving
they need
that
to
you're
know
not.
dirty. They need to know that the dirty Sanchez is your finishing move. I feel like
or
that's
starting
important.
move.
Right, exactly. That's how I start the date.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there you go. Little something under the nose. How are you?
Are you cool with that? Because it's kind of the litmus test I roll with.
You're not? Okay, well, I'm doing this thing called Mustaches for the Kids.
Yeah, right.
If you wouldn't mind donating a little money.
I know it smells weird right now, but
It'll wear off, I promise.
Yeah, exactly.
But Tinder for Tots has yielded more money, no joke, than I've raised thus far.
Are you serious?
Really?
It literally has.
That's awesome.
Literally has.
So Stu is like a philanthropic dater, basically.
Yep.
I'm not afraid to approach anybody.
Good call, man. I like it.
I mean, it's actually brilliant.
Yeah, it
you
is.
swipe, you go out on the date, and then you bring up, oh, I have this mustache.
Before you leave, could I get a 20 spot?
Is that almost like being an escort, though? He's getting paid for going out on
but
a
the
date.
money's not going to him. It's like the children are his pimp.
They're not really getting a whole lot.
Yeah.
They're not.
If the M4K team was outside with baseball bats, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally his pimp. None of them. He doesn't get to keep the money. He just brings it and goes, here, Daddy.
Yeah.
I got $50, Daddy. It's brilliant.
the worst sugar daddy, though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a.
But M4K turns around and like goes, you look like you could
So
use
for
a new
real, what's the
shirt."
deal? So you mentioned this, and
You want a
most
beanie?
and a lot
You
of
want
them
a
are like,
beanie, don't you?
sure, I'll give you $20.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've had 3 that donated.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
more than $240.
Like before you let them leave the table, you're like, you need to go do this right now.
No,
No.
no,
You
I didn't
hold
hold him. I didn't say, yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
want me
got
to
your,
pay?
I got your car keys.
Do your friends know where you
Do
are
that
right
shit.
now?
Do you want me to pay? Do you want me to pay for your? Do you want me to pay for your drink? Well, let's
Yeah.
just trade out here, okay?
That's right.
You want to go Dutch, or can I pick this up and you just pay
Yeah,
half the tab
for
towards
sure.
Right.
towards this?
No,
It's actually a brilliant
I
idea.
like that idea. That's not bad.
it. No, actually, none of them.
Dutch oven.
Yeah.
No, it's just going Dutch. Isn't that where both
Yeah, it
people
is.
split?
Yeah.
Okay, well, geez, I was like, oh god,
Dutch
what have I done?
Dutch oven.
Have I said something really weird?
Dutch oven
Yeah.
could be leveraged too. Keep that in your back pocket.
You're not going to donate? Okay, sheets are over the head. Here we go.
Yeah. Exactly.
So glad we went to Chicken Fiesta.
Fair enough. Plan B.
You got to keep that tool in your toolbox.
Yeah.
It's for the kids.
Yes, dude. Keep your tool in the toolbox for the kids.
Is that website taken? Tender for Tots.
Tinder Tots.
It's-
The four is
Tinder
ruining
Tots.
it.
Yeah, it's
Tinder
been
Tots.
taken by the FBI. Go ahead and see if you can get it.
Yeah.
This should end well for you.
This guy's in Richmond searching Tinder Tots. He's asked about
We
buying
got him,
it.
boys.
Exactly.
We got him.
We got
I'm Chris
one.
Hansen. Have a seat.
yeah.
Chris, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm doing this thing called M4K. I'm glad you fell for it.
That's right. Creep.
All of a sudden, it gets turned around on Chris Hansen.
Exactly.
He's stroking a
Right.
check for
Before we start
$250.
this interview. Yeah.
Well done, Stu. You got him.
Oh.
Chris, you don't want the people out there to know that you're really a piece of shit, do you?
Yeah, yeah.
$250.
Yeah, I
the
may be a petter, but you hate kids.
During the month of November, you're the scumbag.
That's right.
Hold on. Wait, is this going right? I'm confused all of a sudden. But Stu,
It's
I
taking
do.
it's taking a left turn.
It always does. Good to have Ely back.
How is this on me?
I don't know. You're the variable.
I just took out the word for. That's all I did. I made it better.
Debatable.
What? Tinder Tots
is better.
awesome.
Well, you'll just know if my donations cease. That means I've
skyrocketing.
started dating somebody seriously.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I feel like you shouldn't date anyone
Yeah.
seriously unless you get a big
Until
donation.
December 6th.
Right.
So I'm on the market December 6th.
Okay, hold on. No, that's a
I'll be off
fact.
the
I
market.
think that's fair. $1,000 donation. Stu will
We
stop
raffle off
all
Stu.
dating.
We
Oh,
raffle off
God.
Stu.
Could we raffle off Stu? If there are any listeners out there
We
that are
should
interested,
do that.
male or female, I think
Yes.
that we should. Why
For
would
sure.
you wouldn't go on a date
It's
with
just
a
a
dude?
date.
discriminate?
You don't have to go knuckle deep. Just a date.
You wouldn't go on a date with a dude. I'd go on a date with a dude.
For
And
what?
you
I'm
go
just married,
knuckle deep.
but I'm married. I'm married, so I mean, I guess I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darn. Found
Yeah.
the loophole.
I
Yeah.
tried. Abacus.
Strict
you better-
rules. Strict
All right,
rules.
I'll leave
Better
it up-
keep
you-
your jokes to yourself, single guy.
I'll put it out there. I'll do it. You can come up with the guidelines.
Nice. Let's do this.
Okay, well, let's start real easily. I think
How much are you
minimum.
going to pay to date him? I feel like that's the easiest way to start, right?
I mean, should I start it at 100 and
Yeah.
then say that anyone who can beat that gets to go on a date with Stu, but the money has to go straight to
And we'll be going in the Miata.
the bullshit. You can't afford that. No, I mean, how would that work? We
Yeah,
could
how can
raffle
we
off Stu
do-
between now and December 6th when your mustache is full grown, because you will be. I know you did shave completely clean. A couple episodes ago, you came in here completely clean.
I shaved Tuesday.
That's from Tuesday.
That's why I wasn't concerned
Ladies,
about the
let's talk about Stu and his facial hair.
Yeah.
Sweet Jesus, ladies.
How do we do this raffle? I feel like Richard's Rendezvous could help us.
Oh. He lost his
Did
beard.
he just spray
Or
beer on my arm
Godfrey's. How
from
about
his
Godfrey's?
nose?
Yeah.
Godfrey's,
Godfrey's
is a
can
better.
help us with this.
That's a good brunch.
Right.
Perfect. We'll do it Sunday.
We need to call that place.
All right.
Okay.
We'll figure this out.
That's
We
a
need to
good
raffle you
possibility.
off, but I would like to hear if there's any amount of interest from female listeners. I think that's probably a pretty good starting point, because if I could keep it to listeners, I would far rather do that than just release you to some strip club.
How about they're the date to the Stash Bash?
Ooh.
That's not bad.
Win a date to the Stash Bash, and you'll pay for their ticket to the Stash Bash.
Yeah.
Isn't it free?
Yeah, I was going to say, where'd you go with that?
But Stu, will you do a bundle?
I'll do a bundle. We'll
Yeah.
throw in Brendan's
Dinner?
car, dinner, and the
Yeah.
Stash
There we
Bash.
go.
Right.
We'll bundle it.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I knew we could get to a
Right.
bundle here.
You may not need one in the bundle, but it's okay. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
And so the opening volley has to be $100. And
Can
then
they just bid by donating directly to him, and then it's just like
but then make it in your comment,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Like,
make it in the inside the pallet house.
well, that way
comment.
somebody can go over to Stu's page and they can see anyone who's commented
Yeah,
in
it's
it
a
for
silent
the
auction.
in
That's
it
all
for the
is.
bundle.
Yeah.
You know, it goes to 100.
Title your bid.
Well, then that person could come in with 50 more. Now their total bid's 150. Like, it doesn't have
It's
to
a
be
bundle
one-time bid. It's
Yeah.
a bundled bid.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can keep bundling your bid.
No, but I would say just make because we're doing this for inside. They don't have to go directly to my page. Just go to inside the pallet house and make a bundled comment.
Bundle bid.
Okay. Okay. In it for the
I feel
bundle.
like he's
you
trying
can-
to separate his page
He
from
is.
this.
This isn't working.
But you know what? I don't
No,
blame him
I'm
because
just-
he's out there. He's out there Tinder totting. He doesn't want it to get mixed up. He doesn't want
Tinder
her.
Tots way
Oh
better.
He doesn't want some Tinder tot victim to go over to the, because that's what we call a donator.
Yeah.
A victim.
we don't want some Tinder tot victim to go onto his page and then see that he has all these bundle comments. But if the bundles are amongst everybody, then they'll be like, oh, it's some kind of inside joke. I'll have to go back to listen to that episode titled Stu's Tinder Tots
Yeah.
Bundle.
I'm okay.
Stu's Tinder
No,
bundle.
Actually,
Tinder Tots in the
They-
cargo pocket.
I'm not worried about it. They can go anywhere. They can donate anywhere.
Just
All
start
right.
sending shit out on the web.
Just put bundle
You
bid
get it.
in your comment.
And
Can we set up a Google alert for that so we can track where all these
Yeah.
go?
But you will take this person out to dinner before Stash Bash or after I
yeah,
want it all in the same day.
there's.
In costume.
I mean,
Just thought of the best thing ever.
And it's guy or girl, right?
Yeah.
okay.
No, because I
You're
might
just
want to
going to
get
the
in on this
Stash Bash.
action.
I mean,
I may want
it's-
dinner.
yeah.
I might throw down $100
Yeah,
to
hang
see
out
if
with your best buds too.
to see
Yes.
if you have to
So
take me
we'll
out
just
to
say
dinner.
Get the
we
mustache
will
right
say depending on who wins said bid,
Lance,
we'll figure it out for
if you're listening,
Dude,
figure out dinner appropriately prior to.
all right. I might start this ball rolling.
okay.
But because I'm going to get a free dinner out of it, and it helps the kids, I mean, so what do I care? I need
I
to
feel
eat.
like the dinner's a huge piece.
It's a big piece of it.
Yeah.
And Stash Bash has food, so I'm going to fatten up.
Yeah.
I'm going to be psyched. But this means I don't have to chase the food around because all they have is pizza. Stu's
now-
taking me out for steak and scotch
Right now, I'm just.
because I'm a
picturing
man.
Both of you fully mustached in costume, sitting at a restaurant somewhere before the Stash Bash.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's
Right.
going to happen.
And it's making you
love it.
smile. Yeah.
Me and Ditka. Cheech and Ditka having dinner.
Fill up the beer, eh?
All right, so just in your comment on your donation, just simply
Say
make
I'm in it for the bundle.
yeah,
Bundle
make
bid.
a make a
It's a bundle
bundle
bid.
comment. It's a bundle bid, and
Cannot wait for this.
you're in the rankings. I mean, we'll
Yeah.
see if anyone does it. I don't know that.
They have to. It's for the
You-
kids.
I mean, yeah.
It's kids and they get
And
a free
Stu.
dinner, and you get to go
Yeah.
out with Stu,
Yeah, and Stu.
Right.
which
That's
is
a variable
winner.
He
force
may have
right
cost
there.
you for another bid at the dinner, apparently. But
So I know we're on this date, but
yeah.
yeah.
Can we donate to my personal page?
How bad do you want that calamari? Because donation for $20 gets you calamari.
Exactly.
Otherwise, just eat the fucking bread.
Yeah.
Jeez, Stu, very aggressive.
yeah, I'm down. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Stu's
go for it.
uncomfortable being
I
hoarded
really
out.
can't wait.
No, I don't,
now.
because I'm going
I
to come
feel
up
like
with
he's
the
pretty comfy.
best. I got a good costume.
Is it horror related?
No.
Can it be?
Could it be?
Yeah, does it have a short skirt?
Can we figure this out?
No. I mean, I think I'm going to do a similar version to what was at your Halloween party.
Nice.
Just because the Cheech, everybody's seen Cheech and Chong, and I did that last year, so.
I thought Cheech and Chong was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's fucking cold.
Depends who wins that date. Could be warm as shit, Captain. Warm as shit.
Okay.
I'm excited about this. This is great. The bundle bids are going to start rolling in. I am going to get this roll. I'm going to get it rolling at what? What do you think? 20, 25? I want to keep it low so that people can still
25
compete.
is a good number.
I don't want people. I don't want to just win. I might.
Yeah, you might still
Yeah.
win, but
But I have to wait
25
till the
sounds good.
episode comes out because people won't know what the hell.
Yeah.
I don't want to get lost in the shuffle.
when Brendan puts in there every single day like an extra $1 over the next week, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is Brendan doing?" Just making sure he gets that bid.
Probably should just put a link to the episode too. Be like,
Yeah.
fast forward to 35 minutes and you'll understand what's happening.
My wheels are turning over here. I got some awesome ideas.
Do you want to go first then so you can put one of yours in motion, or do you want me to drop the first
Oh, no.
bid?
Mine's covert.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to bid now.
Oh, they will.
Okay.
I've got just the person. And I'm going to help them out.
Super
You're gonna bankroll this.
Oh,
on
wait,
the-
wait.
No, you four are in on it. You can't.
I'm going to go to
you
a
can't
pay by, I'm going to
contribute.
go to a pay by the hour hotel and find your next date.
You want some free beer and some food?
Yeah, give me your name and a good contact information.
Oh, it's quickly.
If it's one of those, it's going Marco Polo the entire date.
Yeah.
Live stream.
Good.
So,
Can't wait. Sounds like a
but
plan.
well, I mean,
All right.
she whoever wins could end up being similar to what we're getting ready to do. Could be a nice blonde Betty. That would be fun to go take out on a date.
you
What
are
is
a
that?
pro, Stu.
Oh, is that
You're
just
an
beer?
absolute pro.
Yep.
That was a hell of a tie-in, Stu. That was pretty good.
So
This looks
time for the
amazing just looking at the front.
Oh, I'm telling
It's
you, I
got-
think
Based on the titles.
I went for a deli winner. That's what I went for. Oh man, this guy likes to suplex. Likes to crack your.
Man,
I just
this
need
has got a
a,
lot. This beer's got a lot going on just by reading about it.
I feel like I don't need a whole one.
Jeez.
Yeah, but have one.
Okay.
Treat yourself. I mean, it's a beer. All right, so I don't even know who makes this.
Brothers Brewing.
Brothers Brewing, and they did a collaboration with Bold Rock, which is a cider company.
A collabo?
So, a collabo. They bundled their efforts. It's a bundle. So they did a blonde ale that apparently they added pie spice to and apples from Bold Rock. So I don't know what to make of this Imperial American Blonde Ale. Oh, the fact that the abacus just vomited on his shirt is probably not a good sign.
A clearing of the throat. But
Well,
yeah, that was something.
We're sitting at 7.5%.
Is that
I
what
get
it is?
Yeah.
7.5%.
That is not
That's
what I
gonna hurt 'em.
expected at all. I expected some kind of like sparkling bright
Yeah.
sweetness.
Yeah.
So
And it. Oh man.
when you just look at that, doesn't that scream Betty Crocker?
Would you look at that?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
the
with
Betty-
spoon and
it's the
everything.
whole Betty
Absolutely.
Crocker
That's
label.
the same font too. I got you.
Yeah.
Old school,
It is.
Oh, it's quite literally.
the spoon.
Well done, Captain. That's exactly what that is. In fact, it's the old Betty Crocker cookbook.
Yeah, the font, everything's the same.
Le Fond.
I wish they'd let Betty Crocker brew this fucking beer.
Wow.
not letting the cat out the bag yet. It's refreshingly bright.
Why are there no bubbles?
Dude, it's not refreshingly bright.
Did this get skunked?
It's got enough cinnamon in it that you're like, oh, it's good. So far, so good.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm going to take a couple more sips, though, because everything will change.
Yeah, the more the first
and
sip
more-
definitely hits you. After that, it kind of mellows out a little bit. But
Yeah, the first sip, I was almost too
is-
cold to even taste it.
yeah.
It just came from the Yeti.
Well, that makes sense then.
That completely adds up. It'd been in there for 20 minutes, so it reached critical frozen.
There's not a whole lot of information
Can I go
on this
first,
one.
or
Go
what?
for it.
I guess we have not won a deli. Go for it. I've done this long enough to know that when you're excited, you wait. And when you really are excited to shit on something, you volunteer. But go ahead.
I'm not excited to shit on it. It's just not what I expected at all.
Not even close.
No. I was super stoked to think this was going to be... And at the same time, it's not a shitty, horrible beer. Like, it's not too heavy, and I fucking hate it, but it's not what I was expecting. I was expecting some awesome apple...
More cidery, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is like a... I don't know what it is. It's fucked up. That makes any sense.
Duly noted.
But, I mean, it's high alcohol. I
Yeah.
give it a fucking 2.5.
Middle of the road.
Yeah.
There you
Blonde Betty.
go. Man.
I can see people liking this.
Oh, there's.
Yeah.
I guarantee there's a ton of people that are going to like this. 'Cause
Yeah.
This has. I could give it 2 very different reviews.
Because I'm most close to liking it, but it's not what I wanted or was expecting, so that's killing them. And some people love the fact that it's 7%, but
That's a
as
negative.
much as
in my
I'm
book.
I'm a vagina when it comes to that shit. You know what I mean?
7.5%.
It's like
yeah.
when it's lower, I like it better.
I want to be able to drink 12 beers because I'm going to be here all night.
Right.
The last thing I want is to be 3 beers in and insult your sister.
Yeah.
You're like, whoops, I
Unless
didn't
she
even.
deserves
damn it.
Blonde Betty. She
Yeah.
did it. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, obviously.
Right.
Unless he's on Tinder Tots.
Yeah.
Stu. Jeez. We're trying to get you on a date.
I feel like we just need someone to
we're
build an
good.
app for us.
There's literally only one guy on it.
Yeah.
And it's Stu. You keep, no matter which way
Right.
you swipe, he's the
Right.
next face, just
Exactly.
in a new pose,
different
lighting.
yeah.
different shirt.
Right.
Yeah. Do you like me in a Miata? Do you like me on a cliff? Do you like me in a tree?
No,
house?
it's all
Do you like me
it's
on
all
the
it's
couch?
all tater tot themed. He's eating tater tots in every picture.
Dude, I would be on the FBI's most wanted list in a heartbeat.
Again? Yeah.
Again.
Stu, you want to go ahead and give
So
us your review here?
it's so right out of the gate, I'll just give it a I give it a good score for the marketing, but overall I'd say it's a 3. And what it tastes like to me is at the very back end, it feels like I'm swallowing all of the pie crust, or I'm eating the pie crust off of this pie. Like that back, like if it's the graham
Interesting.
cracker, like the very last flavor I taste. I mean, yeah, I can taste the cinnamon, can't really find the cider in it, but it feels like I've just eaten an apple pie, and the last bite is the pie crust.
Yeah, it's definitely pie crust flavored, more so than the apple. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you were eating pie, it's the least favorite bite of pie.
Right. Some
the
people like the
crust.
crust, but if you just eat the
No,
crust.
that's in pizza. Nobody goes, ooh, pie crust. You know what I mean? There are people who say, ooh, pizza crust.
Yeah.
Nobody goes, oh, my God, you left your pie crust? I'll eat that.
I mean, I could it's almost like graham cracker taste.
If
on the
graham
back
crackers sucked, but I'm not burying my lead. Abacus,
So-
what do you think?
end. I give it a 3.
All right, we got a 2.5 and a 3.
For me, it tastes more like a winter warmer than I expected. It has that spice
Yep.
that I was not expecting. I was expecting something much more fruity, like you said, the bright, cider aspect of it. I don't get that at all. It's all fall and winter spice to me. I don't hate it. It's something I would drink one of and probably move on to something else. So probably a 2.5 for me.
I mean, I can't really say much that hasn't been said.
I didn't see any of the sporty spice in there.
Just
wish.
posh.
Yeah.
I tell you where you also won't see Sporty Spice is
here we-
in the donations.
Yeah.
Saying bundled.
We'll see.
Unfortunately. Yeah, you're going to get Todd Spice. But honestly, I'm going to pull a Stu. I love the label. It's actually really, really cool because it does feel like Betty Crocker. It should have been more cidery.
Yeah.
Should have been brighter.
If I'm Bold Rock, I'm pissed right now.
It should have been more apple with that level of spice, and it would have been really, really good. I think what I didn't know about is I don't know what an Imperial Blonde Ale is. I think it's probably that. It's got a lot going on. It's got some. It's got a kick to it for sure. It's got a little more than I expected.
It's a lot going on up front, but then it just kind of...
Abacus, to your point, it is more of a winter warmer than I ever expected it to be. Damn. He really just killed my dog, dude.
nose in between the door.
Well, he's tough. He's a puppy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the biggest problem with this beer, 100%, is the level of cinnamon.
Yeah.
It's just too much cinnamon.
That's
That's what dries out your mouth at the end. If they had cut back on the cinnamon or left the cinnamon where it was, but bumped up the apple,
but it's definitely the first taste
yeah, strangely cinnamon rides out through. And you were describing it as pie crust.
on the back end.
It's that dryness.
Right.
That's all from the cinnamon. It's that cinnamon flavor which you can associate with the pie crust. It's too much crust, not enough pie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's where they went wrong. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 3 only because you could give it a really good review. Like if you wanted to, you could take the angle of it's a really good blonde ale, just a little bit of apple with a lot of cinnamon. If you're thinking of this as a dark beer, it's fantastic. That's why I'll give it a 3. It just failed at everything I thought it was going to do.
Well, the one thing I think that, like, even when you showed it to us before we got on the podcast, like we were looking
all
at
got excited.
the hype is way ahead of, and the more like it's good marketing, and the hype about shit, this is
Literally
pie
every
and a
one of us
like this
was
is gonna be
like,
great.
This is going to be phenomenal. I can't wait. When I saw it, I stopped right in my tracks. Was like, oh my God, I'm going for a W. And this is why we do
You know
the
what?
deli.
I feel like it's not even a blonde ale.
No, that's why I'm saying there's something about Imperial Blonde Ale that I must not understand. Because that Imperial is all the things of blonde ale I must not like. That's all I can think. Or the cinnamon is just too over the top.
Yeah, the winter and fall spice for me is what does it. It takes it out of the idea of a blonde ale to me at all. And it gets me, yeah, sure, it'd be nice to sit at a fire or whatever, but I was definitely expecting it to be a much more apple forward for sure.
Yeah, and it's just not, unfortunately. Well,
It's from England. Figures.
but then shipped to Russia.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Who bought this?
Russians.
They're getting close with the 7.5% because it says it's typically between 8 and 12.
Grown up beer.
Yeah, I think that's all Imperial means is that it's now over the top. Like it's good for.
No, Imperial is British.
I know, but I think they bump it up so that it can travel across the sea. Like the alcohol keeps it from spoiling. So I think Imperial, like,
Over the sea to Russia.
yeah, I think. I don't know. Who knows? It's brutal. This beer's not that great.
Close that out real quick.
Sorry, Blonde Betty. I liked what you were doing, and then I stopped.
But damn.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Speaking of things that aren't great, has anyone tried the Impossible Whopper?
Yes, I have.
No.
We got one
I have not, but I've had whatever Luther
local
Burgers
version.
make it.
Okay, okay. But so you've had the Impossible Patty?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Or-
having
or
trouble
is there
figuring out
Beyond
why I
Burger?
would try
don't
it.
know which.
So you remember our friend Jimmy the Fisherman?
Oh yeah, and his allergy. Well, not allergy. His
So he was over here.
alpha gal.
That's exactly right. He's
Yeah.
got the alpha gal, and he can't eat meat or gets hives and horribly
Yep.
sick. And well, he can't eat mammal meat. He can eat chicken. So what I miss? What was funny about that? Are mammals chickens? Did I miss something?
No,
Or chickens mammals?
no, I was just sorry.
I don't know what the hell.
Go for it. Go for
All
it.
mammals are chickens, but not all chickens are mammals. It's a
Why
fact.
wouldn't I eat the shit?
Well, so Jimmy though was over here.
You
the
keep
other
going
day.
back to Jimmy. Why the fuck would I
We're
eat
talking
it?
about Ely.
Because I think that it's a valid. I hadn't considered this side of it. Right? He came over here and was talking about it the other day, and he was like, "It was amazing," and I was like, "Really? Like, it really tasted like a burger?" And he's like, "It tasted the most like a burger of anything I've had in God knows how long." And he's like, "Do you understand how amazing it was to sit there and eat fries and something that was like a burger?" He's like, "It's the first time I felt normal having a meal since
Yeah.
this happened to me." He's like, "It truly felt normal, and it was amazing just sitting there in a Burger King." And I'm thinking, if your peak is eating in a Burger King, life is rough.
Well,
Close.
but to that point though, because my youngest deals with allergies also, she's been ridiculed in school, especially in elementary age, where she wasn't eating the typical foods that kids were.
Yeah.
And as soon as you can give her something that is normal,
Gluten nerd.
yeah, exactly. She's all excited about it, but that's why I actually, went and tried it, was to see if it would be something that was worthwhile for her.
Oh, she have a meat issue?
Yeah.
Really?
She got a lot of it. I mean, she's celiac, and the meat doesn't do her tummy at all.
I thought celiac
It was
was
wheat, dairy, and eggs.
so none of those are meat.
Right, but those are. But I'm just saying, she also has a meat. Like she can't. She
Good
has a,
God.
So
So she has a pretty limited
Right.
diet.
well, it's
How do you feed her the Whopper in the bubble?
the Whopper is a bubble.
Like, how do you get it into the bubble?
Yeah. So, and I was just curious, but no,
But did you like it?
I likened it to tofu. It takes on the flavors
fuck
of.
that.
I wonder if, all right, all the shit, the smell that comes out of the Burger King grill.
It's
I
not-
wonder if they bottle that and squirt it on the vegan burger.
Like they got like a vapor catch or something
Yes,
or another.
and they're
just-
like, we need to just get this flavor
Just waft it
into
onto
all the
it.
veggies. Like, they're like wafting the smoke into the veggies and onto the bun.
Because there is a Burger King stink.
Right,
And
like
it's
the char
great.
grill stink.
Yes,
yeah,
and it's
If
awesome.
you can get the char grill stink into that burger, it could be a loaf of dog shit. And I,
I
feel
think
like
their
you'd
marketing
be halfway
would
there.
call it an aroma
But-
rather than a stink. But
If it's not animal,
It's not a marketer.
but if it's not animal flesh, it's not going to smell char grilled.
That's why you got to have the synthetic bottle of char grill.
No, I know. That's
you
what I'm
find
saying.
it.
You're not getting
Like,
it.
If you can
Yeah.
make fucking Jelly Bellies taste like a root beer float, you can give me some goddamn Burger King char grill.
You
So
can make
are
Jelly
they-
Bellies taste
are
like
they
puke.
just throwing the Impossible Whopper in a microwave? How are they cooking this shit?
I don't know. I don't know how they're cooking it. I mean, it
Yeah,
might
we
be,
do. We found out.
Yeah, I was about to say.
This week on Inside the Pallet House.
Yeah, exactly.
So apparently they're cooking it on the grill, right?
Yes.
I mean, is this? I didn't read this, Stu. This is
So yeah.
yours,
So
what?
basically, you didn't even open it
go.
up. You didn't even open it up.
No, I didn't.
So yeah, basically, there's a guy down in Florida who sued Burger King.
You guys
because
can have a
he-
date with this guy. Say bundle in your donation.
Yeah.
I mean, ladies.
Was
Just
this,
somebody.
Was this the same guy?
whomever.
Was this the same guy that went to the bagel place because he was tiny?
Bagel
gotta
Boss.
be
Yeah, the
him.
guy at Bagel Boss. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
he
go ahead.
relocated to
No,
Florida
it's-
like all
Yeah,
New Yorkers
right.
do.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Stu.
Guy claims himself as to be a vegan, and he's went in there to get a vegan burger, and he is now suing him because cross contamination. The fact that the Impossible Whopper is
breathe the same air.
on the same grill, like that rotating grill that goes across. You know,
What the fuck? All right.
So go for it.
I mentioned this earlier. Are we jealous of these people that come up with these lawsuits, or are we pissed off at them?
Everybody's pissed off because they didn't think of it first.
Yeah, I mean it's a
But
valid.
could you
question.
sleep at night if you did it?
I could sleep on all my millions.
No,
yeah.
I've had opportunities to sue people, and I've been like, I don't want to do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't say who this.
No, like so when I got like a glass thrown in my face, right, in a bar.
But that's an individual.
No, but I
right?
talked to the lawyer, and the lawyer's like, no, you can't sue her, but you can sue the bar. They were like, he was like, if you want the money, we go after the bar. He's like, that was an unsafe environment. He was like the lawyer started rattling.
When he started
off.
saying that, I would be looking at him with these eyes, these
I
squinty
feel-
eyes.
Oh, I
where
was.
like you are.
I was like,
evil
you're a
human.
piece of shit.
Yeah,
But I'm saying I was in a moment, right, where
Yeah.
he was like, look, they own this, and this.
They
That's a
served
completely
her, all
unsafe
this-
yeah,
environment.
and we can go
They-
get some of that.
They overserved her. Then they came after you. He's like, listen to what happened.
How
And
dare
he's
they.
like spinning it back to me. And I'm
Yeah.
like listening to it like, that's how it happens. It's right there. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Found it.
hearing the story. Like, that's it. And he's like, let's do it.
Yeah,
And I was like,
'cause
let's not. I'm going to go to work.
Veganism isn't a health thing,
It's a choice.
right? So it's like,
Well,
Is there a difference between a vegan and a vegetarian? Oh, yeah. Vegan won't even have milk because it came from an animal, right?
Yeah, like
Right.
no
Is that the
animal
difference?
byproducts.
I mean,
But
some-
a vegetarian
some-
just eats
but you would say that
vegetables
your
and-
daughter's meat thing isn't a choice.
no, that's what I'm saying. Vegan, you can either be gluten free or vegan by choice, or you may have to be vegan because of allergies. But usually, you'd have to be like a vegetarian, or vegan is a choice. I don't think it's. I mean, it's a gray area.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of gray area, how's the burger?
The burger.
Gotta look
Yeah,
disgusting.
that's what happens. That's when it's medium, it's gray. Yeah. Well, actually, when it's medium rare, it's yellow.
Yeah,
Medium's gray.
I mean,
how do
isn't
you
that-
like your?
yeah.
I'll take
take
it
mine
gray.
yellow.
Yeah.
I mean, I said this
Dark
earlier.
gray.
It was literally, for me personally, every single thing else tasted amazing. Like you could taste all the pickle, you could taste all the onion, you could
But
taste
isn't
the
that what
lettuce,
makes
you
a
could taste the
Whopper
mayonnaise.
great? Way too much mayonnaise, onions, cheese. I mean, like all
But
those
you're missing,
flavors
you're missing
create
the
Whopper.
burger flavor.
But that's the thing, though. Again,
there's-
to
it's
your
so
point,
hidden.
and
It's
what I
so
said
hidden.
earlier was that there are people who are vegan that are legitimately dying to be able to eat something that tastes like a burger.
I would think so.
Yes. So when this shows up, they're like, it's manna from heaven.
Okay, I will
just-
validate your point there. My youngest is allergic to eggs; he can't have it. The same mung bean that they use to make the Impossible Whopper is what
Is that like a dung beetle?
I don't know what it is, but the same like a soy,
It's-
but whatever.
That is Stu's
Same
finishing
family.
move.
That's what
The mung
the
bean.
mung bean.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Right.
But
Yeah,
they
if, he's
use
out of, if he's out of Anmo on the Sanchez, he switches over to the mung
He
bean.
goes for the mung bean.
it's high in protein.
Right. You can't reload fast enough.
How'd you get pink eye? I went on a Tinder date with this guy, and he gave me a mung bean.
But I'm going to a cool party in December, apparently.
Should be cleared up by then.
We're gonna
Yeah.
start the bidding at $5.
Exactly. Right.
Mung beans highly responsive to
Yeah,
penicillin.
$5 in amoxicillin.
The clinic visit is free.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they use the same thing for the Impossible Whopper to make this stuff that's called just egg.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're saying
Penelope-
the dung beetle used to make
the
the Whopper too?
It's the mung bean.
But yes,
You're
so
embarrassing us.
Penelope.
Scientists made that word up, right? Can we agree on that?
They're just fucking with people.
Yeah, they are for sure. What can we call this to fuck with these vegans? It's called
But
a
yeah,
mung
What
bean.
are all these hippies gonna
Name
like?
it after Dr. Mung. He's too
Yeah,
dumb to come
right.
up with a good one.
Right.
But yeah, the my youngest, she stopped eating eggs when she was 4. Now she's 12. A year ago, this just egg came out. It's made out of mung bean. It comes out in a liquid, and you put it in the damn fryer, and you scramble it just like scrambled eggs. Tasted just like scrambled
Really?
eggs. She was super
Head
excited.
over heels. Right.
So to your point, if you haven't had it, then yeah.
Yeah, get you
But
some cheese and sriracha.
I had
up
a
in
Whopper
there.
24 hours before I had the Impossible Whopper.
See, you're fucked.
Blew it out.
You ruined it. Yeah.
But the guy that goes in here and orders the vegan or the Impossible Whopper and then sues them that it's served or cooked or whatever on a meat grill, Like, did he
So
not
is that why
know
he
that?
sued? He
Like,
sued
contaminated.
because it was cross-contaminated because it was on the same
so as
grill.
a vegan, why the fuck are you going to Burger King? Like, that's my I can't get past that point.
Because they have a vegan burger.
And he's under the assumption they're smart enough to, or
Well, I
they're
mean,
not going to
he-
And he's arguing that
fairness,
they have no signage.
I
or whatever
really do
saying.
feel like Burger King has got to know better than that.
Yeah,
That's-
like their
that's
lawyer,
rookie
their
shit,
lawyer
dude.
team.
Like
should
you
have
knew
done
that was
Like I'm
going to
over
come
here
up.
flopping goddamn soy shit over with my burgers. They're all
Okay, but-
mixing
I'm
them
mung
up.
beaning
I
in the
forgot
left
which one
hand,
was which,
and
man.
I'm beefing
what
in the
side
right.
was the mung bean? Was the mung bean left side of the grill? Like you're a fucking idiot.
But
Yeah,
what,
Carl,
how do
mung
you
bean
know,
is always on the left.
Exactly.
How do you know
Yeah.
Burger King didn't make them all watch a video saying you can't use this grill?
Oh, we don't know that.
You know what I mean?
But
Like,
I'm saying if they
I
didn't,
believe
No,
they probably
because-
did
if
it
they
right.
didn't, they're tards.
Yeah, I'm
Because-
saying there's a schmuck in there because, I mean, come on, it's Burger King. Things
Also,
get screwed up
because-
all
How
the
did he
time.
know what
Yeah.
No,
grill was
It's
cooked
but it's
on?
they don't. It's an option.
That's
It's
another
not,
good
They
point.
don't have to. They don't have to say it's not. It's okay to cross contaminate.
I had a dream
because they
that
don't.
night
They're not saying this is a.
of cows
They're saying it's a
crying.
vegan burger, and there's no meat in it. They're not saying.
But what if I
This is
bundle
a
it with a meat
separate-
burger?
Okay, fine.
Oh, that's a good
Otherwise-
point. So Burger King's not claiming that it's.
They're not claiming they're doing something that's like completely separate aisle.
Okay, so they're
anything.
not calling
This is a
vegan-
vegan burger.
So it's like places that say
This is the Impossible Whopper.
That's a good point.
It doesn't have any meat product in it, but they're saying you can get it. We're not saying we're doing special preparation,
but it's
or
still
like,
being cooked in a fucking Burger King. Like,
Well, yeah, that's like
Burger.
Like I said, you know, you go to Papa John's and you order a gluten-free pizza. They're going to tell you, well, it's made in a facility
See,
that's
if
got
you-
gluten.
if what you said is true, then they didn't separate the burgers.
not on the
you're
grill,
Burger King-
That's what I'm saying. Do you
right?
do we think Burger King separated the fucking burgers or not?
I don't think
No,
they
I
do.
There's no
truly
way.
believe they cooked it right on top of a bunch of grease.
You do. Because the fact that they know that they stated that it was just a meatless burger. It's not.
No, because I assume
They're not
that
marketing
Burger
vegan
King's-
burgers. They're not marketing vegan burgers.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
They're saying
only
it's the
marketing
Impossible
your
Whopper.
Absolutely
particular
right.
burger.
Yeah, they're saying that the,
You were
still being
absolutely
cooked
right.
at
the
a
So
bun
they're
in
going to
there-
win that.
The bun in there is meatless. We're not a meatless environment. We're fucking Burger King.
You got to think that their lawyer team like cleared all that shit, and they're like, "This is a cakewalk at this point."
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you would
Oh
think.
yeah, Philip Williams is going to lose to the
and this
Burger
is just
King.
like any other commercial ad you see. There's a class action lawsuit.
it's-
This guy's in Atlanta, and it's some team from Florida who's probably got an 800 number saying,
And it's
"Call
brilliant
us."
that they didn't do the vegan because that would turn people off.
Oh my god, I won't eat a vegan burger. I'm dying to try an Impossible Whopper.
Right.
Because can a vegan
Very
even
strange.
have like the French fries at Burger King?
No.
Even so, if it's like you're telling me that a vegan's only going to go to
Why
Burger
can't
King
you have the
just
French fries?
I don't know.
I got
I'm
a kid
asking.
at my
How are they
house,
cooked? What's in
And
it?
he doesn't do that.
He won't eat the French fries because it's
Negative.
vegan.
Yes.
But it's in mung bean oil.
No, it's not. It's in the oil that the other death was cooked in.
And how do you think the Impossible Whopper gets part of its flavor? By being grilled on the same thing they're doing
Right.
everything else.
Absolutely. In fact, you better put my Impossible Whopper directly behind a Whopper.
Yeah, in fact, I feel like this is an open and shut case.
It may be.
Like, show me where it says vegan, whistle
Served.
dick. Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me, Philip. Do you care if I call you Whistle Dick going forward?
Yeah, WD.
Can
For
you
short.
look at this menu? Do you see the word vegan on here? Philip, this isn't going to end well. If you'd like to just walk away with a bundle date with Stu,
Right.
we'll call it a day. But if not,
You
we're
can
gonna
choose
take it
maximum
home.
insult and go to Judge Judy, or
So Philip-
intermediate and go to Judge Joe Brown.
The interview afterwards is like, so Philip, how do you feel about Judge Ely's ruling?
Oh, he don't want me. I get kicked out of that fucking jury pool.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah, Burger
Yeah.
King. If you need an unlicensed lawyer, we got you.
Ely's,
We'll argue
Ely's
that
just
shit.
sitting there in the jury pool wearing a Burger King crown.
Yeah. But
so
I
you're
feel like,
excused.
but is it super bad of me that I'm like, if I felt passionate enough about something, I would bait those bastards, like wear my Birkenstocks, chewing a granola sandwich, and be like,
if you have enough time on your hands, then I say more power to you.
right.
Like-
Like bait the hook.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
how you
but then
wanna
when I
try
get
and
into the
get on that jury.
deliberations, I switch my hat like I flip the switch,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Fuck this asshole."
You're actually the Burger King.
That's right. Yeah, I'm Kaiser Soze of the jury.
I am
pool.
the Burger King.
You see the Birkenstocks just flip off and you start walking normal.
Yeah, they turn into Jordans. Yeah,
You turn it into like Red Wings.
exactly. Yeah. Put my feet up on the table.
Oh my God.
This is how it's going to go,
Great.
everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
This
But
asshole.
despite all of that, Ely's right.
What?
Close it.
Duh.
Case closed.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I would love for you to have enough time on your hands to honestly
Sit there.
Your puka shell necklace on.
Right.
You're fucking reeking of
Hey,
patchouli.
man, don't talk so loud. Hurts my ears,
I feel
bro.
threatened.
Yeah, I would drop a ton of those.
What kind of weirdo?
Right.
Oh, wait.
Officer.
That's the move. I forgot. Dude, that would be great. I've never had enough time on my hands where I'm like,
I want to be on that jury.
I did once get jury duty in college, and I was like, dude, they fed me a ham sandwich. Like, I thought it was the greatest thing ever because
Really?
they had lunch with chips. I remember being
Damn,
psyched.
you
and I
bundled that shit.
You did.
did.
For sure.
And I was desperately like,
Juice box, probably.
hold on. Let's debate, fellas. Let's debate.
Let's go back tomorrow.
Debate. Yeah, like, I don't know that that's how it went down.
So in this little article, it just flashed up and went away, but there was a side note that said, "Can you call the Impossible Whopper meat?"
No.
No. I think scientists have said it's not meat.
Good question.
I don't know. We got all this crazy things about there's 100 different genders.
Did they kill an animal?
Oh, this is interesting.
What is the mung bean? Now I must find out it's been the mung beetle all
No,
along.
No,
Well,
motherfucker,
what's-
he's saying because
No,
it's
no,
cooked in
the
fat.
dung beetle.
Yeah, it's
He's saying because it's cooked in the beef fat. Can you technically say it's not meat?
It's not cooked in beef fat.
We just talked that it was. Where have you been?
No,
Welcome to
but
the-
No, I'm saying-
Which
the
lawyer team are
Impossible
you
bun,
on?
as it stands, delivered to you frozen,
no.
hasn't
Can
been
you?
cooked in anything. It can't. I can't call it meat.
He's yeah. Can you call the Impossible Whopper, the patty itself, meat,
Yeah, in its frozen form, uncooked.
even though it's not made from any meat?
no.
No.
And you're saying that you're not asking that because of the fact that it's cooked in fat. Why the fuck would you be asking that if that wasn't the point?
You're confusing Stu. Pull it
resetting.
No,
from
I'm-
the box,
Go- you can
frozen.
go-
Is
Right.
it meat?
Why would anyone call it meat?
I don't think they would.
I don't think they would either.
That was just a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying like this was a real deal thing that people were asking.
No, I was just asking if you
Eli's
would call
about to
it meat.
strangle Stu.
Yeah, no, I was just asking if you could. Would you call it meat?
Why would someone?
If you could eat green
Because
eggs
it
and
was,
ham.
like you said, either in the grease itself,
That's my.
or you can assign meaning to any word you want to. Like people assign crazy
I could
things.
call it a fucking rainbow if I wanted to.
Right.
Oh God,
No.
what is happening now? Look, it's not meat.
The only case you had was because it was cooked in the fat.
Okay.
That's the thing I feel like is like, can you call this meat now that we know that it's been cooked in fat?
I was
That's
just
what's
asking,
tricky.
would anybody call this meat by a chance?
Depends on if we're talking about the frozen burger or cooked in the fat.
The frozen burger,
No fucking chance they could.
the cooked burger.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's debatable there, but
Right.
it's undebatable before because no
Because
blood
it
was
was
shed.
saying it's plant-based meat.
Okay, but let's be honest.
Oh, really?
What?
Who's the genius that says that?
Who said? Who used the word? Shut them down.
They use it.
What the fuck is
Wha-
going on? Break that
Burger King
computer.
uses it. Burger King uses
What
it.
the fuck is the internet?
Plant-based burger. Plant-based
Goddamn
Or are they
zombie.
calling
burger.
it plant-based? Okay, 'cause
anything.
I don't know if Stu has facts or if he's just throwing words at me.
I
and
see what
making-
he's saying
right
now.
now.
He's saying like because it's in the middle of a
Hey,
sandwich,
thanks.
can you call it meat? Because
No,
you can
that's-
call anything.
No, because I can put a
No,
tomato in the middle of a
no.
sandwich. It's still a sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah,
what if I
boom.
wanted
Next,
to call it
out.
meat?
I want a tomato sandwich.
But maybe it doesn't identify as that.
That's exactly
what
what
is
I was
what
going
Stu's
with.
really
this.
trying to get
What's the
to.
tomato
Because
identifier?
Burger King says it's a meat.
Meat
It's,
Fucking plants.
it's a plant-based meat burger.
If you'd like to continue this evening at the Kissingers, just put bundle in
Why
your
do they-
donation.
so-
and still,
They're doing that to cover their asses for this case.
Maybe.
They have to
I don't
be,
know.
right?
I gotta. Yeah, I'd have to pull that.
Like,
I mean, I'd have to
what
pull up the
reason
whole-
would they have to not just say, "Hey, shitheads, we have a vegan fucking burger"?
Right, because then.
That the only reason they did that was to not have to pay for the dividers on the grill, right?
Right, because
That's
if it touches
and
anything,
extra spatulas.
quote unquote cross contamination, which is what he's suing for.
Yeah.
Then you're screwed.
cross-contamination
So all
is
of them
fair.
were like, "Fuck this! We can't call it a vegan burger. We have to call this meat, motherfucker."
No, they call it the Impossible Whopper.
Right?
Yeah. Bingo.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Marketing 101.
Oh, but you don't think that their lawyers
Yeah.
covered off on all this? I mean, they should have.
Oh, dude. Well, no, Burger King.
That's
is
what I'm saying. The Burger King's good.
Yeah, but Burger King's fine. Their
Yeah,
lawyers
yeah.
crossed
This
all
retard
no.
can't read.
But Burger King was going downhill in the
Philip?
last. Like,
Dude,
they're going.
funny
They're
you
closing
mentioned that.
places like crazy.
I was surprised. That's dude. Great point.
is
I
their
thought they were
lifeline.
going to be yes, and I totally agree because I've been saying to people all the time, "How are they not out of business?" There's who was it just told me we were here Sunday, And was it you? Somebody was in your Sunday, and they were like, dude, I went to the Burger King right over here in Midlothian.
Oh, that one's
and
the worst.
And I went there, and I went to the drive-thru, and the dude's like, hey, man, sorry. No one comes into work here at the drive-thru. No one comes into work here. We got like 2 people here.
Oh yeah, one guy was taking the orders,
Was that you?
one guy was it was my brother.
That's
one guy
exactly who it was. Yeah.
One guy's taking the orders and cashing out. The other guy's just cooking and doing everything.
Like they were shocked that he was in the drive-thru. They're like, man, no one's here.
You know what's funny is I went to this Burger King over here just the other day, and there was like 3 people in there eating and about 20 people in there working, and 15 of them weren't doing anything. They were literally just standing there, and I'm like, could you just go put salt on my fries or something? Like, do something.
Right.
Do any number of things. And I'm looking back, and there's like trash on the tables. I'm like, what the fuck are these 15 people not doing anything doing? It was insane. Burger King is run like a vegan burger on a fucking on a pile of meat.
Well, I noticed.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Does Chick-fil-A purposefully
We love Chick-fil-A. It's unbelievable.
is part of their undercover strategy to be in affluent areas?
Has
to be, right?
No. Literally, you can't open one unless there's a certain amount of money within a radius. Like I've looked into what you have to do for it.
So
it is a
if
fact.
Burger King and Hardee's and Wendy's, are they like, it's not worth the extra payroll to be nice to these motherfuckers? Or are they just stupid and haven't caught on?
They just don't have those limitations that they need to be in the wealthy areas because they have a low price option.
So you're saying they're not smart enough to realize that the fucking Chick-fil-A is bathing in money across the street from them?
But it wouldn't be across the street from all Burger Kings.
But my point is it's not like Chick-fil-A is 40 miles from a fucking Wendy's. They're right next to each other.
No, but it has to be 5 miles if there is that much of a disparity in household income.
No, dude, Wendy's are in affluent areas too. Is what
Of
I'm
course,
saying.
yes,
right.
yes,
So I'm
yes.
saying, like,
Yeah, there's a Wendy's right across from
right,
Chick-fil-A.
exactly,
Yeah.
right there, and the Hardee's
unless-
is right next door, the other side. So I'm saying they're always all around
And
each
a Burger
other.
King.
Every one of those Wendy's that's in a bad area and every Burger King in a shitty area where you've had a bad experience brings down your
I'm talking
your
about the Wendy's
belief,
and the Burger Kings in the good area.
but it brings down your belief of what a Wendy's and a Burger King is. The fact that there's not a Chick-fil-A in a bad area, where there is not a Chick-fil-A that never doesn't say
Yeah.
my pleasure, means that you believe all Chick-fil-A's are good and you will keep coming back. Whereas you've been to a bad Wendy's, you've been to a bad
I
Burger
mean,
King.
have you? Is there?
But there's an army of people right now at Burger King and Hardee's that are like, why the fuck are we losing our business? And
Yeah.
so what I'm saying is in the affluent areas, why have they not gathered that? So my question is, are they stupid?
You know who tried this?
Who?
Arby's. Do you remember when
Arby's is still doing it. You go there right
Yeah.
now. This chick was saying my pleasures to me the other day.
So
I'm like, ooh,
Arby's-
are you getting that from the top?
Yeah. Arby's is starting to change their game. So they're
doing it.
Yeah. So I've been in Arby's that have flat screen TVs. I've been in Arby's that have fucking fireplaces.
Oh, the one by us has a fireplace.
You
The
see,
one that
it's a-
would u-
you-
the one
they're,
that would
they're
use-
starting to change their whole look.
Yeah.
Because they're catching on now. So they will be the actual litmus test. Can you do it? This will
Right.
be a good watch in 5 years. If there's more Arby's, it's working.
But do
Right.
you think
But
that
they've
Burger
been
King and
constricting.
Wendy's are ignoring it, or they think that it's
I don't
it's
think they.
worth
I
it's
don't-
not worth the money to them?
I don't
they're
think
bottom
they,
feeders.
I don't
you gotta
think
have
you-
catfish. You gotta have bottom feeders. In
I don't
every
think.
society.
Honestly, I don't think they thought it would catch up with them.
I agree with that, and it
That-
has.
And that okay, we are Burger King and we are Wendy's. We're everywhere, and all of a sudden,
What's better,
Chick-fil-A
Wendy's or
starts
Burger
coming in, and then
Wendy's.
Wendy's better than Burger King. What's better, Burger King or Wendy's?
Dude, it's all in your mood. my
Wendy's
mood.
fries, I'll take over Burger King fries, and I'll take a Whopper over the single with cheese. at
Interesting.
Wendy's.
Burger King or Wendy's?
I don't know.
It's tough.
It's very
Right?
tough.
Let me just say, just burger.
I go to Wendy's way more than Burger King.
because you like that spicy chicken sandwich and all the chicken stuff they do. Now it's just burgers. Wendy's or Burger King?
No, and
It's not it?
No, it would be the same. The burgers.
The spicy chicken sandwich is pretty good though.
I feel
At
exactly
Wendy's.
the way
fire.
Stu
Yeah.
does. I'd rather have Wendy's fries, but I'll eat that fucking
I
Whopper.
don't know. Burger King's fries are pretty
Well,
dope, dude.
so
They leave an aftertaste in my mouth.
I noticed just yesterday, stopped in at a Taco Bell, Same Taco Bell I've seen all the time.
Yeah.
And they went to the McDonald's
Oh.
model where you can order your, like you walk
And
in,
you know
and
what?
there's the kiosk.
There's
know.
another one.
I
Taco
know.
Bell is investing a boatload of money in stepping their game up. In fact, the other day, I was at the first Taco Bell Cantina. This is a step in a tremendous direction for Taco Bell. Taco Bell Cantinas hand make everything you order. You're still ordering the same bullshit, but they're making it like
Street tacos?
they hand make each one. There's not like a
How are they made now?
You got a pile of fucking ground beef. You got a pile of steak. You got a pile of nonsense. You go into the Taco Bell
They
Cantina.
grab it per portion.
They're like making
seared
a
up.
steak. They're making ground beef.
You're saying it's more like a taqueria than like.
Yeah, they're making the food. As
Are you
opposed
telling me
to,
that the ingredients are different?
I think it's the same ingredients as the prep. One has been.
Who the fuck cares then?
Listen, this was the weirdest thing, dude. I never seen anything like it. Then they serve margaritas.
Ooh.
They serve beers. This place was packed.
Yeah,
really?
It was packed. It was in Chicago. I was walking along and I was downtown and there's Taco Bell Cantina and I'm like, what the hell is this? It's basically the same crap. They're just making it like in real time.
Fancy.
And they're feeding you drinks and you're sitting at a table that has like a cool ass like Mexican restaurant lamp above it and everything. It was, there you go, Taco Bell Cantina all the way up at the top.
Do they serve the tacos in the little metal holders like the fancy restaurants do, or they wrap them bitches up in the paper?
You know, unfortunately, I don't know because I had to go meet the damn kids and it hosed me up. But it was a authentic like Mexican restaurant experience that was Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing? So Taco Bell's starting to recognize they got to step it up to. Hell, look, they got a couple in Puerto Rico.
So there's a Burger King
Hola.
on the way to the river
See a Taco
On a West
Bell with
Point
beer, wine, sangria.
that
Boom.
only has drive-through.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a new model that they're
Hold on, a
going
Burger
to.
King that's only drive-through?
It's only drive-through, and they have a walk-up window you can walk up to, and that's it.
Well, that's all about keeping your overhead down
Exactly.
and product up.
It's brilliant.
The one that was at the, was it?
Well,
exit-
and employees. There's no cleaning tables and
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
no tables, no floors, no
Yeah.
mop.
I mean, they used the McDonald's that is out
It's like a
near-
Checkers.
There's a, what is
Which
it?
checkers don't succeed,
Bullets.
but they're awesome.
Just like it, yeah.
Zoom in on that for me, Stu. I'm trying to see if Virginia's going to have any. Oh, we got a DC. Is that a DC?
I think it said Alexandria.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
So we can go get ourselves a Taco Bell Cantina.
Yeah.
So anyone who's been up in Alexandria, go check it out. Stu will take you there if you just put bundle date or bundle donation
Bundle
or
bid.
bundle bid
Bung bean.
in your. Yeah, I'll even accept bung bean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bundle bung bean.
No, but do you guys remember the Arby's on Midlothian real quick? Sorry. But the one, they tried it a couple years ago. They went full on beer. They went full on,
Really?
yeah, taps and everything.
But
They
who
changed
wants
it back,
beer
but-
and fast food? I don't understand why people think that'll work.
It does seem a little odd to me,
Yeah.
honestly. Like I'm getting fast food because I'm trying to get back to my beer. Well, maybe. See, there you go. Maybe it does work.
I
No,
guess.
but fast food is all about in and out. If I'm going somewhere where I want a beer, it's because I'm now going for a very different vibe.
Yeah.
I want good food. I want to spend my time. I want to look at the menu and see something I haven't had.
And I don't drink beer with food. Like, I have to be drinking beer. Does that make sense?
Drinking beer by your, they're mutually exclusive. Like
They
they
don't
can't.
have to be, but I have to be like,
You never
drinking
bundle beer
beer.
and food.
no, that's not true at all. I will at Thanksgiving. Like, if we're drinking, if we're eating and drinking, I will. But if I'm not, like, actively drinking, in other words, if it's not a social occasion where I'm
You
drinking.
never just have one beer with a meal.
Never.
Yeah,
he's like my dad probably. My dad won't have a beer until he's done eating.
Honestly, if I'm not drinking and I go somewhere, I never
if
just
he
order
hasn't-
a beer.
If he's
I'm
not
the
doing
same
it
way.
prior
Yeah,
to,
you gotta have two.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, if I'm drinking, then sure, I'll drink throughout the meal.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But-
that's what I'll do. But I'll
but I
never,
never
be like,
go to a
oh,
restaurant
as I
and
sit
go,
down for
"Oh."
a meal, I have to have a beer. No.
Yeah, I'd be like, ooh, no, it'd be good. Tea. Like,
did you notice when you were overseas or
Cold
overseas,
water.
like when I went to, I think it was France when I was in the Navy, I had 3 days short
that
leave,
adds up. They
and
have a shoreline.
McDonald's, the Happy Meal or whatever the meal was a beer Whopper. I mean a beer Big Mac and
Oh,
fries.
really?
Yeah,
The
you get
Happy Meal came with a beer in France.
Yeah,
Not
for
Big
the
Mac.
because if you go on
Is
the
that what I just
Go
heard?
to-
if you go on
Tinder
the Tinder Tots app, like you can get a Happy Meal with a
Now
beer,
available in France.
Oh,
and it comes with your favorite toy.
A bung bean.
Mung bean. No, but it was-
Get a Royale with cheese. Because of the metric system? Look at the big brain on Brad.
You do a pretty good Vincent. Is it,
Yeah.
No, it's not Vincent.
Jules.
What's his? Jules. He's the one with the well, it says bad.
I remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Say what again?
That was not as good.
Shut up.
The Abacus is good at numbers. Healy's good at impersonations.
Welcome to my world,
It's
Abacus.
the gifts we're given.
Exactly. Hey, thank God you got that.
And 10 toes.
Oh my God. Hey, if you haven't had a chance, honestly, even if you don't want to date with Stu, you should head over to m4krichmond.org, or if it's easier to remember, head over to insidethepaletthouse.com, and you can just click right on the link there, and it'll take you directly to our page. You can donate. We're not growing these mustaches for fun. Some of us aren't really growing them at all.
Stu.
Sorry.
Stu.
I got a date. I got to save up.
Stu, that'll be shaved off in the next 2 days, right?
He's got a mustache, too.
Thanks, Ely. Nice little lead in there for the.
Stu, this
preview
will be
date.
shaved off in 2 days?
Possibly tomorrow.
Possibly tomorrow.
Yeah.
100% tomorrow?
100% by Thursday morning.
Fair.
Fair enough. Maybe not tomorrow.
I'll take it. By the time this podcast comes out, and at the rate we're going, that's probably Friday. I haven't been very good at that lately. It's been difficult on account of life.
It's weird how that happens.
Yeah, it's tough out there. It's tough out there. Hey, at least we recorded one. But if
Check
you
that
haven't-
box.
That's right. So please do head over, though, to m4krichmond.org or insidethepaletthouse.com and just click on the link. Donate to us. Look, we're not the ones getting the money. We're not going to do anything with it. It goes directly, 100% of the proceeds goes directly to some fantastic organizations, and it really does help the children here. All kidding aside, it's a damn good thing that these guys are doing, and we're proud to be part of it. So please do head over and donate. And if you just feel like philanthropy's not your thing, and you just cannot stand to help those who cannot help themselves and do the right thing, then do the wrong thing. Go to Venmo and go over to at Inside the Pallet House and donate money to us, and we'll spend it on frivolous things like beer and this weird module that allows me to get 2 more mics on this thing so we can have more people on. But this month I would encourage you to focus your donations on the.
Could I encourage
on the kids.
Inside the Pallet House to match M4K for the winning date bid?
Can he?
Yes.
I don't know whether he can or not.
I mean, you're in on that? You have 25% of that.
Oh. Okay.
We'll match it
Sure.
up to $4,000. I need to put a fucking.
Look, if somebody gives $4,000 for my date,
I'm not matching shit.
we're not. I'm not going to be at this. I'm going to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll speak for Troy, the most generous and loose with his money of all of
I
us.
feel like Godfrey's is doing well, so you hold your breath.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, should we do that? Are you good
we'll
with that?
take it up for a vote in a little bit.
That's fine. Whatever. I'm in.
No, I mean, look, we'll just put it out there. I don't want to have to talk about this ever again.
But if you want any more information, just go to tindertots.com.
You should probably check what that is first.
No
Yeah,
shit.
no, he shouldn't.
If Stu already
this dude
owns.
you should talk about. No, he's put out Lemon
Stu
Party
already
before.
owns lemonparty.org.
Does he?
Yeah, Stu owns
Nice.
lemonparty.org.
Hell yeah.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh, we got
It's
awkward.
for sale, dude.
Yeah, that domain is for sale. Lemonparty.org still owned. Still
Tinder
owned. and
Tots. You definitely got added to a list by Googling
paying for
that
their
shit.
hosting. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's crazy.
So, no, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for the support.
The dude from Young Guns just looked up Tinder Tots.
Abacus, thanks for stopping by, man.
Hell yeah,
That was unexpected treat. Good to have you here,
pleasure
man.
to be here.
Certainly, just belched for no reason into
Thanks,
the
I
mic.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
As my,
Yep.
Keep that to
And I'm
yourself.
hoping that you'll be here for the holiday drink challenge.
I will be. I gotta
Rocking
come
it
up
up.
with something good. Jay and I
Excellent.
were talking shit about it last night.
We're not the ones making drinks this year.
We're
Haley.
not?
Nope. We're gonna let these guys do it.
we get to judge.
We just get to drink.
Yeah.
Things are looking up.
This is awesome.
Best
Who's-
holiday
who's these
season
guys?
ever. We'll figure that out. We have
Okay.
3 right now. We got the Chef Joe, we got Jay, and we got the Abacus.
Okay.
I think we need one more. Stu's one of us.
Oh, except Stu's never made a drink.
Stu, you're on the hook.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
That's a fact.
I'll make a drink.
He's never made the drink. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I got to say all the things I normally say. Cincinnati Swapping, motherfucker. Subscribe, like, do all that.
Inside the gmail.com,
Yeah.
Facebook,
At Inside the Pallet House on
Instagram.
Venmo.
Yeah.
At ITPH
That's
Podcast
right,
and all that
yeah.
shit. Venmo at
Tinder
Inside
Tots.
the Pallet House. Tinder Tots, not a thing. Don't forget to put in the old bundled bid.
Looking forward to it.
Your bid to Captain will
Yeah.
match the winning bid, and you do get a date with Stu before the Stash Bash, and he'll take you there in all of his glory.
Wine you and dine you.
Wine you and dine you.
Might even dine you.
I doubt it. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.
That was a really good podcast.